Hey guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a good day or night or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I just wanted to jump on and share something that I guess I've been struggling with over the last few weeks / months. Yeah, I think I'll just feel better if I just share what's going on. And obviously I've been pretty quiet. I haven't been putting out YouTube videos like as much as I have wanted to, and that's because I've been doing a lot of thinking and not much doing. So yeah, I just wanted to like give you guys an update and keep it super real with you guys about what's going on in my life at the moment. I feel pretty vulnerable sharing this, but I mean, I have started a YouTube channel, so I am sort of putting my life online to a certain extent. But yeah, so I'll get straight into it. So over the last like year, or I don't think it's been more than 2 years, so over the last year, it's become apparent that I've had some really high blood pressure readings. So I think it was kind of high at when the doctor measured it, like maybe over a year ago now, but I didn't really pay too much attention because it's never been an issue before. But it was actually when I went to give blood and my blood pressure was so high that they actually had to turn me away. So it was like over 150 the systolic and over 100 the diastolic. Yeah, so they had to turn me away, and they really encouraged me to come back the next day, and I think it was the next day or a few days later I came back and it was actually under those numbers, so I could donate, but it was still high, like for my age. Yeah, so it was then that I was like, oh, is like, do I have high blood pressure all the time? Is this something that I need to be concerned about? I had a doctor's appointment in the last week and it was high again. It was, I think the highest it got to was like 130, 140 something. Over 114 was the highest diastolic number, and I know it jumped around a lot, so like it wasn't always that high. They did a lot of measurements, but yeah, it got to that high, which is pretty concerning. Yeah, and then because I am on the oral contraceptive pill, or Diane 35, rather a generic of that, excuse me, my doctor was concerned that it might be because of that and I might need to come off that pill. That might not seem like a big deal, but for someone that has suffered from acne for like over 10 years now, probably easily 15 years, and the pill really helped me to get my skin like under control. You can see I still get like some breakouts, especially if I eat dairy. That's a real trigger for me. Yeah, but in general it's helped me to get my skin under control and to like a manageable stage. So to hear that I might have to come off this pill like really triggered me, I guess you could say. Yeah, so I'm just, I guess I'm scared. Like, how am I gonna manage my skin if I do need to come off the pill? But obviously I can't, like, it's not my choice to come off the pill, but I'm going to have to if my blood pressure is like consistently high. Obviously I can't live without a heart. So, and you know, high blood pressure over time like damages your arteries, puts a lot of pressure on your heart. So yeah, yeah, so obviously I'm going to have to come off it if I need to, if my high blood pressure is in fact high all the time. So my doctor has referred me to get 24-hour blood pressure monitoring. So I am doing that this Friday. I got an appointment and so they'll put a cuff around my arm, and I think it takes measurements every, I'm not sure, I've never done it before, like every a certain interval, I think, because apparently beeps first to let you know it's going to take it, and then it, you know, the cuff inflates and measures your blood pressure. Yeah, I'm not sure how frequent the intervals are, but yeah, I'll find out. Yeah, so that will help to see whether my blood pressure is high consistently, like all the time, or whether it's perhaps I have a white coat syndrome, which is kind of ridiculous to me because I work in healthcare and work around like doctors and nurses and stuff like that. So it kind of seems ridiculous that I would have white coat hypertension. But yeah, I do get anxious sometimes. Obviously I was anxious for the blood donation because I hadn't donated for quite a while. So I guess I was a bit anxious because of that. And then my most recent doctor's appointment, time did get away from me beforehand. So I was like rushing to the city and perhaps a bit anxious about making my appointment on time, that sort of thing. Oh, and I was also seeing a new doctor, so, you know, that probably wouldn't help as well. But yeah, I'm trying to like surrender, like, because obviously it's like so out of my control and stressing isn't helping. But yeah, that's, surrendering is kind of new to me. Yeah, and why I'm so concerned is that I feel like I only just got my skin under control again because I have swapped pills a lot of times, and some pills like really didn't agree with me. I got acne, like, you know, cysts and everything, all over again. So about over 3 years now, because it was just before we moved to Melbourne, a doctor I saw in Brisbane like freaked out that I was, where was I thought I heard a noise outside, so I checked it out, but it was probably just the cats playing with something. Anyway, where was I saw a doctor and they freaked out that I had been on Diane 35. I'm just going to use the brand name, not the generic, because Diane 35 is like what most people know it as, I guess. Yeah, they freaked out that I was on that pill for so long, because that is a pill that has a higher risk of blood clots, because it does have higher estrogen than some others, and also the type of progesterone does have a higher risk rather than other ones like levonorgestrel, probably butchered that name, but anyway, yeah, slightly higher risk. So they wanted to change me. I changed pills, it was all right. I think I changed to Yaz. Yeah, that was all right, but then I think I changed pills again, because the doctor here in Melbourne, I can't remember. I think I wanted to go back to Diane 35, but they convinced me that if you tolerate one pill quite well, then you generally tolerate other pills quite well, and boy, was he wrong. For me, anyway. I think maybe my body is more sensitive to it. Maybe that is the case for many other women, but for me, yeah, I changed to the pill Microgynon, and yeah, it did not suit me at all. It wasn't sudden, it was like very gradual, and then it got suddenly worse. But like when my acne returned, so yeah, I didn't really notice it sneaking up, and then all of a sudden I was like, wow, my whole back is covered in like little pimples, cysts, like everything in between. I remember my birthday last year, I purposely chose a dress that like covered my back and my chest, which is easy enough when you have like a autumn birthday and it's cold in Melbourne. But yeah, I was like really down about my skin, and I purposely chose a dress that, you know, would cover my acne on my chest and back, just so I, you know, didn't have to think about that. And I realized this is like the most superficial thing ever. You know, it's just some bumps on your skin, but I'm just like over it. I'm just like, I just want to live my life and like not be affected by acne anymore. I think if you have had acne for any, you know, period of time, then you know how it feels. Like, it just sucks. Like, you just want to like look in the mirror and like focus on your features and stuff, and like that's great that some people can, and I can sometimes, you know. Everyone has like better what's the word, body image days, and you know, you'll have worse body image days. So yeah, I guess it's just something I just don't really want to think about anymore. Oh, that's why I moved to microgynon. Well, that doctor was like, oh, maybe acne like doesn't affect you anymore because you are like 27 now, so maybe you've grown out of it. Yeah, no, I have not grown out of acne. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll probably always have it. So I don't know. Yay for hormones. I think before I went on the pill, like back when I was probably like 15 or 16, whenever it was, I'm pretty sure my hormones were fine. Like, I don't think I had a hormone imbalance or anything like that. My periods were like really regular. Sorry, probably like too much information. But yeah, I think everything was fine. I just think my body is more sensitive to hormone changes, and so I would break out every month, and then my skin would, you know, heal, and then, you know, I would have the next cycle and my skin would break out all over again. So my skin was like only almost clear, like for what, a few days or max a week before it would break out horribly again. I'm just trying to remember, I guess, that I do have options if I need to come off the pill. There's like spironolactone, which is like an androgen blocker. So that's like, I guess, similar to the anti-androgenic progesterone in the oral contraceptive pill. Obviously that's not a contraceptive. I would need to find a contraceptive. I'd probably go the IUD maybe. But yeah, for my skin, I guess maybe Spiro, as people mention it as spironolactone. Otherwise, yeah, I think I might get on the retinol train, or retinoid train rather. I am using a retinol, and I found it really actually does make a difference. I don't know why I haven't like really focused on it before. But yeah, I just broke out like maybe a week or two now, and I had been using retinol like on and off, and then sometimes with more consistency, like every third day, but now I've increased it to every night, and yeah, it's healing this breakout really fast. So I think I'm going to just keep using it every day, you know, every night, and maybe even ask my doctor for the lowest dose of prescription retinoid, because retinol is like I don't want to say, I guess it is less effective, but it also has the bonus of it's less irritating as well, from my research anyway. So retinol is like a softer version of retinoids. yeah, so I think since I've had seen really good success with a retinol cream, then using a prescription retinoid cream would really help as well, really get my skin cell turnover up. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, I'm trying to remember that there's options if I do need to come off. But yeah, I'm baffled because sometimes when I measure my blood pressure at work, because we have blood pressure machines there, it will be like low. Like I measured it when I was there on Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday. Seems like ages ago. And it was initially high. It was like 134 over 91, that's right. And then, you know, various readings, it went like lower and lower, both the systolic and diastolic number, and then the lowest and last reading I took was 113 over 71 or 73 or something. So like that would be a good number. That would be fine. So yeah, the 24-hour blood pressure monitoring is going to be genuinely very interesting. Sorry, there's a lot of wind. I think it's gonna storm. But yeah, that's just something I've been struggling with because I am just sick of dealing with acne. It's just a bit depressing, and it just feels, it's something new to me, just trying to surrender and not stress about it. And I'll figure it out. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hopefully see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.